How's everybody doing?
Good. Player looks at a opposing quarterback as free food.
No, we don't.
But as you prepare for this game, obviously coming off a pretty good performance against Florida State, what's the mindset of the defense?
We got to keep striving for is consistency. And it's not only consistency in execution but effort, and a lot of that, you can see the energy difference, and that's something that, as the coaches and as the guys leading the group, that's where we have to continue our focus. We have to continue to stress it, and we have to ultimately understand that football is an emotional game, and you need to play with great emotion.
There was a lot of talk, going into the Florida State game of guys were missing tackles or missing their assignments. What occurred, I guess, leading up to that game? Because it seemed like things, improved quite a bit down Tallahassee.
Well, I mean, really, I think it becomes a conscientious choice of the players. Guys that have been coaching football a long time. Every week we stress tackling, we stress effort to the ball and execution. I mean, it's go to any program in America, and there becomes a certain amount of buy-in from the players, from what they hear to what the coaches are continuing to stress. And I think Saturday was a culmination of what the team is capable of doing. And now we have to find the balance of making sure that every time we step on the field, we're prepared to put forth that effort.
You said, I think the last time we talked to you, that it seemed like no matter what happened on Saturday, the following week you saw a good attitude from your guys. How impressed have you been in the way that they've maintained that?
I think the players have been resilient. We had a couple of performances that are not up to our standards, Louisville standards, my standards, or anybody's standards. Mm-hmm. And the part of that for the players is being determined, being persistent, being resilient, and continuing to fight. These guys have been through ups and downs throughout their whole career. From middle school ball to Pop Warner to high school. So it's nothing new to unfortunately have some bumps in the road. And we expect these guys to when they come in the building, they need to come in ready to work, and they need to come in ready to support their teammates.
With that said, how much of a relief was it to leave that field as the victor on Saturday?
Every time you win. And winning is hard. Winning is hard because the other program is putting forth the same effort, and they're recruiting, and they're doing all of the things that requires to give your school a chance to win. But I think on Saturday the balls bounced our way a few times. And that was good to see, and a lot of that is effort and some good fortune.
Did you mentioned some of those? Did you use that as a teaching thing with your guys to say, hey, you work hard all week, you do what you're supposed to do, and sometimes those things happen? Yeah,
I mean, what we did is we had a team meeting. We watched the entire Boston College game together as a defense, and then we came back and did the same thing for the Florida State game. And as the coordinator, I need to make sure that there's consistency in how we're coaching, there's consistency in how we're demanding them to play. And for the same things that we demanded from the Boston College, then we highlighted the things that we did see on Saturday. And it needs to become apparent, and it needs to become crystal clear to everybody that we will have an opportunity to win games if we play with great effort and we execute and we play as a team.
Moving from the box to the field, do you like that move, and how do you think that the impact's been?
I think it's been good. It's been good. We got good eyes upstairs. I got a lot of confidence in the coaches on the field. I think there's a little bit of a rhythm. You get on the field, you get into the game. Upstairs, it's you're watching on TV. It's a little more of a sterile environment. It's easier for me to collect my thoughts. I'm not so sure that having your thoughts perfectly collected is exactly the right way to call a game. I think it's been better to be down the field. I got a better feel for the tempo of the offense, and I'm getting the calls in, and I'm getting those guys a chance. I'm giving them a couple more seconds for them to get lined up and see what they need to see.
Is there momentum to be built after having two subpar performances and then coming back having a game like Florida State, winning there, forcing 3 turnovers and getting a turnover to change the game at the end of the game? There's momentum off that.
I think there can be. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to put it in the suitcase and take it with us. But football is, like I said, football's an emotional game, and when things are going well, you got to make sure that you keep talking about it. And the same way, when things aren't going well, you got to have short memory. So it's when it's good, keep it good, and when it's not good, you got to be resilient and try to change it. All right, thanks.
Thanks, Coach.